Dem, nice to meet you again.
Yes, I'm glad that we met again.
It's nearly 4.5 years passed by since our meeting in Visoko in December 2017. Sam, I think a lot of new discovering and experience you have made. Can you tell us about it?
Yes, gladly. Back in 2005, I discovered the first pyramids in Europe. We call them the Bosnian Pyramids. In the 17 years, we have done a lot of archaeological excavation, and this is what we concluded. We have at least 6 big pyramids, which we named the Bosnian Pyramids of the Sun, Moon, Dragon, Earth, Love, and the 6th pyramid. Also, we discovered the tumuli complex. Tumulus is, in archaeology, conical artificial hill, 2 of them. And we have discovered a huge network of underground tunnels. When you were there, basically people would visit Ravne Tunnels. Ravne is the name of the area. But right now we have 6 entrances to underground tunnels. Ravne, Ravne 2, Ravne 3, Ravne 4, Ravne 5, and KTK tunnels. We work on 4 tunnels at the same times. So we have huge complex of the pyramids above the ground and huge construction below the ground. These are the biggest pyramids on the planet. The best quality concrete covers the sides of the Pyramid of the Sun. The best orientation to the north on the planet, better than those pyramids in Egypt or China or Peru, Cahokia and so on. We have the oldest pyramids. How do we know that? We discovered fossilized leaves between the concrete blocks on the Sun Pyramid. We have done radiocarbon dating, not 1 but 28 different dating, and we concluded that the pyramids are 30,000 years old. These are the oldest structures on the planet so far. So archaeologically speaking, we have done a lot. It's a very exciting project which attracts volunteers from all over the world every year. Scientifically speaking, we have organized 6 international scientific conferences, 110 scientists from different fields: archaeology, Egyptology, geology, paleontology, then geodesy, physicists, electrical engineers, sound engineers, telecommunication engineers, medical doctors, and so on. They came to Visoko and they have done their research, lab analysis, carbon dating, uranium-thorium analysis, energy measurements, and we have all concluded that we have the biggest discovery in archaeology.
You told you have 6 tunnels discovered. Are they around one pyramid or around the Sun Pyramid?
Now, we have discovered 1 tunnel which is in downtown Visoko, and it is basically between the Pyramid of the Sun and Pyramid of the Moon. We have cleared about 150 meters, and this tunnel goes below the river Fonica. When we came close to the river, the water started coming, so we had to stop because of the safety reasons. But then other 5 tunnels we discovered in a big area called Ravne. 4 of them we have discovered on our land because we started purchasing property so we can work easier. And they are about 400-500 meters from each other. And they all go towards the south, and the Pyramid of the Sun is located south. So it seems that they were part of the same network. 4 out of 5 of those tunnels are at the same level. They are 476 meters above the sea level. So it seems that they were part of the same network. And 1 tunnel, Ravne 2, is 5 meters lower, which tells us that we have at least 2 levels of the tunnels. But I would say in the future we're going to discover more. Maybe there are between 3 and 7 levels of tunnels.
Within the tunnels, do you find new artifacts?
Well, in the Ravne 3 tunnels, about 65 meters was open section. So when we discovered it, we removed about 2 meters of soil, we discovered open section. And it seems that the people were going inside that section in the past, because we have discovered 3,300 different artifacts, mostly ceramic pieces and some iron pieces. They belong to the late Middle Age, early Middle Age, Byzantine times, ancient Romans 2,000 years ago, and Neolithic times about 5,000. But they are not builders, but it tells us that parts of those tunnels were open during the times, and that's how people were getting inside.
Do you have an idea why tunnels are closed with...
Now, that's a good question. What we discovered is that somebody, long time ago, 30,000 years ago, built this huge network of tunnels, chambers, passageways, intersections, underground lakes. Somebody built it. Somebody had technology and knowledge to build under the ground. Now, they built it in the material called conglomerate. Conglomerate consists of pebbles, rocks, and sand. Now, this is rather soft material, and they built it and it did not collapse. So they were technologically advanced. But then 5,000 years ago, another civilization came, and they filled all the tunnels with pebbles and rocks. Why did they do that? That's an excellent question, but we can see that they did very systematic work. They closed every section, every 10-15 meters they would fill with the material, and then they built dry walls. Dry wall in archaeology means it is wall but without binding material, without cement, without mortar. So we have discovered hundreds of dry walls. So obviously it was an intelligent hand that was doing that. Why did they do it? Why they didn't want us in the future for them to go under the pyramid and discover more things? We will see. But it is obviously a big secret, not local secret, but global secret.
How many meters do you have to grab to come below the pyramid?
Well, the entrance to the Ravne tunnels is 2.4 kilometers away from the pyramid. So far, we have shortened the distance for 650 meters. So we still have about 1,800 meters. It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
Deeper you go, it gets slower because we do everything, in physical terms. We don't use any equipment or machines because machines, they could cause that tunnels collapse. When they work, the vibration could cause collapse of the walls. So we have to do everything manually. Wheelbarrow, and we remove this material. Deeper you go, it gets you more time to get outside. But despite that, we keep working. The biggest problem is that the old tunnels are filled with the material.
Where do you put the material?
Somebody put it there, so we are getting it out. Now, so far we have discovered 5 open sections between 18 and 200 meters. But in those sections we are discovering water. And water is a special resource. Namely, when we done analysis, chemical, physical, microbiological, we noted that this is perfectly healthy water, no viruses, no bacteria. pH is perfect, it's 7.45, it's pH of our blood. But then most importantly, when we sent the samples of the water to people like late Dr. Masaru Emoto in Japan 8 years ago, we discovered that this water has a beautiful molecular structure. Our city water is treated with the chlorine, with the fluorides, traces of heavy metals, energetically dead. This water, energetically alive. And we can see that on molecular structure. Molecular structure of the pyramid water in Visoko is hexagonal, which is the most powerful geometrical shape when it comes to the energy, and a lot of crystal-like structures. It's energetically alive. It's a happy water. It vibrates very high. It's probably one of the most important sources that we have discovered. So we don't pump the water out, but sometimes we bottle it, sell it as a souvenir, but we keep those tunnels intact. and we clear other tunnels. So this process is slow. But in science, the speed is not so important. The main thing is you start the whole process, you move, you check everything, you make right conclusions, and you keep your work.
If you are too quick, you can disturb something.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
So, did there are any changes in the park of Ravne?
6 years ago, I started buying the property near the tunnels because people would come to tunnels and pyramids, they see that, they're very exciting, but then they're on the streets, the cars are going, so they would go, after a few hours to Sarajevo or to Adriatic, wherever they were going. And then we decided to make a beautiful park. So we purchased almost 100,000 square meters of neglected land, muddy land, swampy land, with a lot of trash. We cleared everything, we drained the water, we planted the grass and a lot of plants, and we built a lot of installations like water fountains, labyrinth of energy, labyrinth of love, labyrinth of purification, labyrinth of health. Then we built, stone spheres to remind us about this phenomenon in Bosnia. We built a big green crystal pyramid. It's a concrete pyramid for 100 people. We built many other installations. We have concert stage. We have stage for yoga, for meditation. One of the most beautiful parks in Europe. And the entrance is for free. The parking is for free. Installation is for free. When we organize festivals and fairs during the summer, especially, let's say, summer solstice, June 17, June 21st, then in July, August, then fall equinox, September 23rd, 24th, all our events are for free. We have sport events also. But NBA stars, basketball stars, they play the tournament, and we invite and we pay to the kids without the parents, from the foster homes. So we are doing a lot of other activities. It's not archaeology anymore. It's science, it's energy aspect, it's spiritual aspect, it's healing aspect, volunteering aspects, cultural aspect, touristic aspects, recreational and sport, and food that we eat, nutritional aspects. We explain what food is good, why the treated water is not good. Harmony with the nature. This project has become a project where we promote new concept of living, healthy concept. Not the concept where people are staying within 4 concrete walls in their homes, but the concept where we invite people, come outside, come to the nature, get acquaintance and friendship with other people. So instead of what they teach us today, social distancing, when they are saying every person is your potential enemy. No, we are saying, hey, we are social beings. Yeah. We should be together. We should, get social. We should spend time together. So, like I said, this project is much more than the archaeology.